So in the last video we discovered what to do when a merge conflict exists and how to create one, obviously what it is and all that. And in this video I want to tell you how Git finds these things. So if you have a look at git diff, well, there's nothing in there now. Let's create a little there. Let's change that H there. You can see git diff will show us, well, the difference is in this line. Obviously we remove this line, add this line. The only change is this capital H brought down to a lower h. And if we add another file, say here there's a lowercase a, and we could do a git diff again, we see that there's a change in this upper file, and there's a change in line, and there's a change in this lower line, but there's this gap in between them. These are called chunks. This is one chunk. This is like the line, the sort of the position in the file. This is another position in the file, and it sort of looks at where this change would occur, and it shows you these three lines around the change. But in both of these cases they're too far apart to really interfere with one another, so these changes would be merged independently and just automatically, as we saw in the last video, that these changes were easy. Changes with these lines were far enough apart to be automatically merged. But if we make a change somewhere in the middle, let's say add a line there right between them, we can see that here's this one change, here are these three lines, and there's this change from an empty line to add and on the line, then there's these other lines, and then there's this change. These changes are all too close together. Right? If this change and this change were in one branch and this change was in another branch, then this would be a merge conflict, because these are too close together to be separate chunks. You can apply chunks only once, one at a time, and if these chunks overlap, then it can't really fix them automatically, and you have a merge conflict which you have to fix by yourself. So that's how it knows when to how it automatically merges things and when it can't. So I'll just put this rhyme.txt back, just using git checkout. You can just put a file name there and check out the original. So that's undone all of our changes. So how does it know what changes there are in the first place? How does it know the original file compared to the left and right, the branch A and branch B? So we'll make this little thing here. Here's our first few commits there, right? Then here's another couple of ones. Let's say there's a branch here, there's a branch there, right? So this goes there, this goes there, and now we want to merge them, right? So we want to do that. So that's what's going to be created. We'll just put this line here. Let's call this a branch. Whoops, that's not right. Let's call this a branch here, and this is the other branch, and obviously this is the merge commit that we're going to get later. So this, let's call this moo and this master. Doesn't really matter. Let's call this A and this B, otherwise I'll be spending too much time writing with my mouse. So what we want to do is, oops, this is obviously the other way around there. That's that way there. So how do we do this merge? How does it know what the original is and what left and right side are? So what it does, it checks, goes from there, and it goes from there, and it tries to find the first commit that both of these trees have in common. So it goes back until it finds a commit, the earliest commit that they both that they both have in common. So since they both branched off from this commit, this is the one that they have in common, and this is going to be called the merge base. So this is the base. And then this is the side A. So since we're merging into this will be the head side, right? Because this is the one that we have checked out right now, and then this is the merge head. not going to completely write that out. There, that's the merge head. And it just takes the state of the files as they are here, the state of the files as they are here, and the state of the files as they are here, and it does what's called a three-way merge. So what it does is this. Let's go ahead and reproduce that merge. So check out. And we're not going to do it on any branch. We're going to do a little magical thing here. Git merge, and we're going to check out this commit. I'm just going to merge this commit right into it. There, boom. That's how easy it is. I'm not on any branch, as you can see. See, not in a branch. Not on a branch, but this is the same commit essentially. So rime.txt, this is what we remember from the last video. By the way, if you remember that change that we did, this one, git config, sorry, I sort of made you do this without telling you actually what it does. This conflict style equals div3, and if you don't do that, it doesn't show you the original. It just shows you the left and the right side, and it doesn't show you the original. You don't always need this. Sometimes changes are simple and you can just figure out what happened. But this, I found that this is actually really useful. I tend to work from the original, and then sort of add the changes in this one. Let's say that's that capital C, and then, that's the H there, and then I sort of remove all of these there, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So that's how I usually do it. But so what a three-way merge is, I can't really explain to you exactly the algorithm. I suggest you look it up on Wikipedia or something. It's not simple. But what we can do is, git show. Git show just allows you to look at different things, and this prefix here, this :1:, tells you that you want to look at the original format of that file. So that's with a lowercase c and a lowercase h. The original. So we'll call that original. And we want to see the 2 rime.txt. This is one of the sides. I can't really remember. I think this is the head side, where you've got the uppercase C here, lowercase h there. So we'll just call that left. Show 3 rime.txt, and we'll put this on the right side because that's what that is. As you can see, it's got the capital H and the lowercase c. So then we have this tool called diff3. Let's see, diff3, or is that my file, old file, your file? So that's diff3. I always have to look that up. So that's left, original, and right. And as you can see, it creates exactly what Git created. We've got the left, we've got the right here, and we've got the original. So that's a three-way merge. It's a better way. There are ways to merge just using left and right, but with the original you can sort of catch certain edge cases better, and like I said, it tends to be easy to fix merge conflicts if you have the original handy. So yeah, that's what that does. I think that's about everything that I want to cover in this video. So yeah, pretty much. So yeah, if you don't like this original one, you can just not put this in your git config. If you remove this, then obviously it'll be gone. Oh, by the way, yeah, since I'm still in merging state, aren't I? Yeah, so rime. I'll just put these empty, just to show you a cool little thing. Rime. Commit. Just merge there. Boom. Just save that. And now you can see there's this merge commit. I'm in the head. There's no other branch here. I'm not on any sort of branch. As you can see, it gets a bit messy. I just picked up this commit. As you can see, it starts here, goes up to that commit. I picked up this commit, which goes up that way, and I did a separate merge. That was the moo that we did before in the last video, and this is what we just did. Pick one commit and then the other commit right there, and that's where we are right now. And if I just do check out master, for instance, it's just gone. There's now nowhere to reach that commit. This was just on our head. It was just on our head, and now that we've left that particular tangent, it's now gone. We can now no longer reach it. Maybe we can do this. It's now no longer anywhere in our history, but we can probably, yeah, we can, it still exists in our database. But yeah, if you were to push this, it would just completely disappear. Anyway, that's for another time. So anyway, that's about all I want to tell you, so I will probably see you in the next video, which should be good.